Good morning Floss Tube, I'm Sally, StitchySally here on Floss Tube and also over on Instagram. Today is Wednesday the 13th of October 2021 and this is Floss Tube number 11. Welcome back to all my usual viewers and welcome if you are new here. It's really lovely to have you spending time with me today or whenever you watch it obviously. I have today some finishes, some whips, works in progress. I have a little bit of haul. I would have had some FFOs, fully finished objects, but some idiot sewed the backing fabric on back to front and silly girl did not realise until I was going to turn it the right way around. So I've had to unpick that and hope that I can make something of it. So we shall see whether I've ruined, hopefully not ruined my piece because I should be really upset. And then on the other piece, when I was turning it the right way around, I pushed my corner sticky outer tool thing through the corner, but hopefully once I get it stuffed and get some trim on you won't be able to see that, so that was a bit of a disaster. So we'll get started and I'll get started with my finishes. So the first one that I finished is from this book, Deck the Halls by Blackbird Designs, and it is the first day of Christmas, which I stitched for the BBD weekend sale. I didn't get it finished that weekend, so I just decided on Sunday and Monday this week to finish it. And do excuse me, I haven't ironed it because I've not had my ironing board out to do any ironing, so and that's it. I haven't stitched all the snowflakes on it. That's really bad, isn't it? I just couldn't be bothered. I couldn't be bothered to do it. So I now just have one more to stitch from the book and I'll have the full 6 hopefully all ready to display at Christmas. So this is 35 count pale grey linen and I just used the DMC conversion from the book to stitch it with. I'm really pleased with that. That was one that I wasn't actually going to stitch, but I changed my mind and I decided that I would. And then I started this one on a whim, really. I just thought I want to have it finished, fully finished and displayed. So once I get myself sorted out, get my sewing machine back out again, it will be finished. And this is a little bit autumn by Carol of Samplers and Stitches. And I'll try and remember to link in the description box to her Etsy store. So sorry, excuse me. And do excuse this. This is literally a scrap of linen, and it is 35 count light mocha. It's just a little scrap that I had left, and I have used a mixture of the called for fancy floss and the DMC conversion. I love these squirrels. In fact, I love the hedgehog as well. I think it's just such a sweet little design. Really. I'll show you better back there is the fabric, maybe. It's a bit dull today. I've hung my washing out and I'm sort of looking, thinking, it looks like it's going to rain. Rain isn't forecast. And I've had to put the light on. So that is that one. Right, whips. Let's have a look in this bag. Now I've got a tickly throat. Let's start with a tickly throat when I start filming. Right, yeah, so as you'll remember from my last video, if you've watched before, Lainey and I are stitching along on Octopus's Garden by Blackbird Designs. And I'm really enjoying this. It is such a fun little stitch. And again, I'm using a mixture of the Call for Fancy Floss and DMC. And that is 36 count vintage stone grey linen. No? I can't remember. Is it 36 or is it 32? Might be 32. Just talk amongst yourselves for a minute. It's 32. I forgot that I had the packet in there and the bit that I've got left over, so yeah. So there we go. And I just love the fun colours in this. A little fun colour in the... Sorry. Yeah, get over that way. In that fish there. And the jellyfish. Started filling in a little bit of the octopus. Did a little bit of the wording. So, yeah, really enjoying that. And I'm so pleased that Lainey suggested we have a sal on that one. Yeah, it's just such a fun design is that one. I don't think I've got anything else in there that I need to show. Sorry. Oh, it's a bit hot. And then Our Lasting Friendship. Oh, sorry, glare. I do apologise for the glare on my glasses as well. But if I take them off, I can see, but I can't see very well. So, and as you will know, we are stitching this one. Sal, did I say? Sal with Barb and Mouse? It's going to be one of those days. So yeah, Mouse and I are doing Our Lasting Friendship and Barbie's doing For the Birds. The For the Birds series. Nearly there. Still feels like, it feels like a lot. Well, I won't say a lot, but I don't know. I think the kind of very fiddly motifs and everything. So obviously I've still got cartouche. Is it cartouche to do in there? I think there's 2, I think. And then obviously the border, which I'm hoping and praying that the border will meet. Basket of flowers and the date. Maybe 2 flowers, possibly. Yeah, so that is 25 count Vintage Country Mocha, and I'm using a mixture of the Called For Fancy Floss and DMC. And I don't know whether I said last time, I'm aiming to have that finished for the end of October. I think I'm going to have a few more sessions on it than I'm having. I only stitch on it on a Tuesday night, but I do think I am going to have to, if I want to finish it for the end of October, I really am going to have to have a couple more sessions at least to get it done. And I shall explain why later. And then I started Florence May Piggin by While Starry Snaps Designs for sample September. didn't get it finished in September, so I'm just carrying on with it. Still a bit to do, but these letters really don't take very long to stitch. And I'm using, where's the number again? Oops, Sulky 1169. And there we go. Oops. This is 36 count Winter Moon by Swaggart. It's lovely to stitch on as well. Really, really nice. So I have got this row of letters, some swirly bits, and then I can move down onto the name. So that might only be a few more weeks before it's done. Don't know whether I'll have that many new starts or whether I'll just try and concentrate on getting some bits finished that I've already got on the go. So that is that one. Whoops. It's going to end up slipping everywhere if I'm not careful. And then, oh, just excuse me a minute, I've left one. Sorry about that. I just realised I'd left a work in progress in my drawer in the other room, so I just had to nip and get it. So next is my Friday night sheep sale with Barb, and I'm doing the Scarlett House samplers, and I'm going to use the chart that Tanya included, and I'm going to stitch sheep here instead of dogs. I don't know what I was thinking because there's some over one in this, and it's 40 count fabric. I might regret it. So that's, oops, where I'm at. I don't know where I was last time. I think I'd only got actually a few letters done and a little bit of the border. So I've started on, nearly stitched this basket. I did have a visit from the dreaded frog, and I've missed a row out on the flower pot. Yeah. And I've nearly got it restitched. I didn't want to leave it because I thought by the time I pick it up again, I'm going to forget what I've done, and then everything will be wrong because I'm bound to go off here. So I'm using all the called for colours except for dark chocolate because I didn't have it, so I'm just using the DMC substitute, which I think it's 838. Yes, 838. I really do like that. And the great thing is, since I got my new glasses, more on that later, I can actually see 40 count better than I could before, which is one thing I can see better. Not everything that I can see better. And then my final whip is, I think I said I was going to start this in my last video, and it's the Scarlett House Find Comfort. Really, really like this one. Absolutely love it. And what is it about me and houses? See the houses, isn't it, or grass? Just, I just like houses. Kind of wish I lived in them. But somebody said, can you imagine the window cleaning bill for all those windows? I do hope you can hear me, because I know I'm talking quiet again, and I really should learn to speak louder. So, where's my threads? I think I showed these last time. These are, yep, all DMC. If I watch this back and I can't hear myself, I'm going to have to start filming it all over again. And that is where I'm at. The house doesn't show up very well actually on this fabric. It's better when you look at it in real life, but I might end up just having to put a back stitch around it, I think, maybe. And I think this is 35 count like mocha. I didn't write on the back of the pack what it was, because it doesn't actually say on it what it is. It just says it's 35 count. It doesn't say what colour it is. But I do really like that. Oh, while I think on, last time I meant to show what I had stitched for Lainey, my friend Lainey, for her birthday, and I forgot all about it, and I'm not going to attempt to add a photo in, because it just gives me a headache trying to do it. The software that I use is not particularly user-friendly. In fact, I haven't found anything that's particularly user-friendly for me. So I'll just see if I can show it. If I can find it. Show it off my iPad. I don't actually know whether it's going to show up very well. But this, now then, let me get this right. This is From the Heart Needle Art, and it's, I can't remember what it's called now, but it's a freebie that you can get for signing up to her newsletter. There we go. So that's what I stitched for Lainey, and I'm very happy to say that she liked it. I also sent her some very Lainey-like threads. I can't remember whether I sent a Classic Colourworks or Gentle Arts now. So yeah, that's what I stitched for Lainey. I just picked my own colours, and then that is a I think it's a Lady Dot chenille, but I can't actually remember what I used. So that's what I stitched for Lainey's birthday. I'll show that while I remember, because I nearly forgot again, and I've got notes in front of me, so yeah, they're working really well, aren't they? Right, haul. So I think I mentioned in my last Floss Tube that I'd asked Sue at Peakside Needleworks if she could get me this one. The Scarlett House. Sampler's on the brain. We are the sampler makers, and I think that is just glare. I think that is really nice. Really, really like that. So yeah, I think I mentioned that last time, that she'd messaged me to say that she'd got it in, but she was waiting for this. Honeysuckle Manor by Blackbird Designs. Now the annoying thing is, this was sort of when I was a very naive stitcher. I had this book and I sold it quite a few years ago, because I did not know that Blackbird Designs went out of print. Big mistake. So yeah, quite cross with myself really. So for those that haven't seen it, there's some really nice pieces. Hannah Lavinia Joslin, 1856. And I'll just do a really, really quick flick through just for anybody that's on the fence about it. Margaret Harris, 1877. Oops. See if there's a better picture of that. A Tisket to Tasket. A Stitcher's Companion. Definitely want to do that one. Just the problem is just getting the things for finishing in this country. Honeysuckle pin box, and then you've got and that's a tape measure cover. I think that's on another page actually. Yeah, flower tape measure and vintage vintage pinball. Just needed to make sure what I was saying there. And then there is that it? No. Some house pin cushion. Really, really like that one as well. I mean, I like everything. Whether I'll actually end up stitching it all is a different matter because, you know, probably only got so many years left. I can't stitch everything, can I? And pin and needle cupcakes. And I think that is it. So it's a lovely, lovely book. So if you're on the fence about it, you've seen it. I'm sure a lot of people will have shown it anyway, but... And then the lovely Christina of Whilst Iris Naps Designs is doing a fundraiser for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You've probably already seen it, but just in case you haven't, if you go to her website, which I will try and remember to link down below, there is a link to her donation page on cancer research. And you can donate, and then I think when I donated and it went to the page to tell me that I'd donated, there was a link for me to be able to go and download this lovely chart, which is Eliza M. Stern, 1881. And that I love that. It is just so beautiful. And of course, we all know breast cancer awareness is so damned important. I was just looking actually to see, but there isn't. The original sampler was very, very bright, but Christina chose to chart it in these colours, and she has stitched it on 40 count Fox and Rabbit Designs ballet slippers, but nowhere has that at the moment. It's over here anyway, that stocks it. Peakside, Sue at Peakside Needlework, she stocks it, but that is out of stock. Patchwork Rabbit are getting it, but I don't think it's due until November. And then finally, I've been trying to get my hands on some foxglove and lace linen, which is they're on Instagram, and it's Hazel, and Hazel dyes beautiful fabrics, and she just puts it up for sale on her Instagram page, and then it's basically first come first served. I've had a go for a couple of times and missed out. Just wasn't my clicky finger just wasn't fast enough. But she popped some up for sale last week and I got lucky. Now I don't know whether this will show up particularly well. I popped a photograph up on Instagram and it really did not show how beautiful it is. And this is 36 count latte. No, it's not really. It's not really showing it true. It's not bad, but it's not particularly good either. So it's like a, I don't know how I'd explain it, to be honest. It's like a pinky, light brownie, I don't know. And I got myself a big piece because I basically know that it's lovely linen from other people who have had some and stitched on it. So I know it's lovely linen, and I think it'll be big enough leading on to plans. So hopefully Barb and I are going to be starting Christmas Garden by Blackbird Designs, and it's in the book Home for the Holidays. It was a standalone pattern which is now discontinued, but I know people have got it in their stash. So yeah, we're going to start this, and I'm hopefully going to stitch it on that latte linen. I don't know what threads I'm using yet. I'm not going to buy the fancy floss. It's only 4 colours, but you need quite a lot. So I'm either going to use DMC, and I'm not going to get the same look from DMC, or sulky. I might get myself some sulky threads. There was a lady on the Fans of Blackbird Designs group on Facebook who had stitched it with sulky and it looked really nice. So I'm not entirely sure yet, but we're hoping to start this next month, providing I've finished Our Lasting Friendship and Barb has finished the For the Bird series. So I'm quite looking forward to that. I know there's quite a few people stitching it at the moment because Kim, the Contented Stitcher, she started a sale for that. But at the time I wasn't ready. I didn't have any slots, and I don't like to get snowed under with my whips. I really admire the people who can do mania and things like that, and who have lots of whips going. I really admire them. But that's not for me, because it would stress me out too much, and this hobby isn't supposed to get me stressed. And then I think starting in January, again, Kim, the Contented Stitcher, K Goldman 63 on Instagram, she's starting a sale for the stockings from this book and stitching one a month. So I've said I might join in that, because I've been wanting to do these stockings for quite a while. So I'm just going to see where I'm at come January, what I've got on the go. I suspect it might be a bit that I've got on the go, but I'll see. So it's not set in stone. I can not join in, or I can join in. It doesn't really matter, does it? So yeah, because I'm still planning to have a birthday start. So it's not until December, but if anybody would like to join me, it doesn't have to be the same chart. I'm starting Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread, Winter Rose Manor. Doesn't have to be the same chart. Doesn't have to be a With Thy Needle and Thread chart. Doesn't have to be a winter chart, just if you would like to join me for my birthday. That would be really nice. I'll have to think about a hashtag. I might just copy Rachel, actually, Stitchy Rach. Hers was Rachel's garden birthday sal. I might use StitchySally's winter birthday sal or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, if you would like to join me, as I say, it's not until December. So that'll be quite a long-term, large project. And then next month I also want to start Plum Street Samplers, always remember, for Remembrance Day. I don't know whether I'll start it on Remembrance Day or whether I will start it at the beginning of November. I think I will just wait and see what I've got left on the go. I kind of wind down a little bit at this time of year and get whips out of the way, but I suspect that's not going to happen this year. So. Right, I think that's everything to do with stitching. I have been having a bit of a talk to myself about the amount of stash that I've got, and strangely enough Amanda Alba Stitcher, she was talking about it in her latest Floss Tube as well, and I'm just thinking I really need to slow down a lot, because I seem to have bought quite a bit just lately. This year was supposed to be the year that I worked really hard at Stitch from Stash and didn't buy quite so much, and it just hasn't worked. So hopefully next year I will do better. I've actually put, I don't know, it seems really early to start a Christmas list, but when I think of things I just put them on a list. So I have asked for some stitching stuff, some charts and some fabric for Christmas. I don't know why, but my husband hates it when I do that. He hates buying me stitching stuff, but it's like I say to him, it's my hobby. So why not? It's what I enjoy doing. So yeah. So hopefully I can just try and cut back a little bit. I mean, obviously I do like to support. I like to support the stitching shops. I like to support Patchwork Rabbit and Peakside Needleworks and anywhere else that I might buy from occasionally. They are the main two, my main two that I go to. So yeah, right, I have left the glasses. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Wouldn't mind, it wasn't even for me. Parcel for next door. What was I saying? Yeah. I've left the glasses debacle until last, and then if you want to pop off and not listen, that's fine. So, yes, hello Freddie. Yes, so thank you ever so much for everybody who commented on my last video and who clicked the thumbs up button. It's not really a button, is it? And everybody who watched, and also thank you to those of you who shared your experiences with glasses, and also those who sent me a private message on Instagram. You know who you are. So I have basically undenied since my last video. What do I do? Obviously I'd spoken to my sister about it, and she said she had never once been told that was as good as her sight was going to get. with her glasses when she had cataracts. And my husband's cousin, she's just had hers done, and I asked her. She'd never had that either. And several people had said that they'd actually changed opticians and got basically better help from somewhere else. So on Monday I actually rang them up. I spoke to a very nice lady who basically listened. Instead of just fobbing me off, she listened to me, which was really nice. And I mentioned that it had only been just over a year, well, 18 months now, since they said that I had cataracts, and it didn't quite seem right that I was already at the stage where my glasses wouldn't correct it enough. I don't know whether I said last time, if I shut my right eye, my left's blurry. So I mentioned the optician that I'd seen last year. He was really, really nice. One of the best, really, that I've ever seen at the place that I go to. And she said she would get him to ring me and maybe explain things better to me. I mean, I know it was my own fault. I should have questioned it on the day, but I think I was just so upset. I just wanted to get out. I just wanted to go choose some glasses and get out, basically. So he rang me towards the end of the day, about 5:10, and he couldn't have been any better, to be perfectly honest. And he has invited me back, and he is going to have a look at my eyes. He's going to check my cataracts, and he's going to see if he can improve anything for me, which, that's all I wanted. I just wanted to be listened to. And for them to understand how I was feeling. I know it's no guarantee that I'm going to get anything different. He did ask me how I was managing with these glasses, and I did say I wasn't sure. I spend a lot of my time thinking to myself, should I be able to see that? I'm sure I could see that before, but obviously now, because I've been wearing these and I'm used to these, my eyes have settled sort of to these. I can't see. I can see out of my old glasses, but I can't see clearly out of my old glasses. So I have nothing to compare to how things that I could see before. I'm struggling to see the print on my phone. So I'm not old enough to have big print on my phone. But anyway, I'm going back on Saturday afternoon. So we'll just see how it goes. Like I say, it's no guarantee that he is going to be able to help me, but at least he has listened and he is willing to try. So that, it was a weight off at the start, and then I've just been panicking about it. And it's stupid. It's really, really stupid, but we'll see. Just have to see how it goes on Saturday. So next time I film, I might be able to see better. So I think now that is absolutely everything. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've managed to make it to the end. Again, thank you for subscribing. If you've not already subscribed, please do. And leave me a comment, please, and hit the like button. I won't see you, I don't think, in a couple of weeks, because my husband's on holiday again, going to get our flu jabs. Oh my God, honestly, I didn't get one last year. I didn't want one. And the more I thought about it, oh, you're just being silly, just go and get one. Again, side effects always worry me, but anyway. I'm waffling. I said I was going to go, so I am now going to go. Again, thank you for watching. Take care, everybody, and do stay safe. And until next time, bye, everybody. Thank you.